Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 37th Space Symposium. My name is Slade Bradbury.
My name is Ann Wellington.
We're very excited to bring you, the virtual crowd, into the atmosphere of what's happening here at the 37th Space Symposium. As you can see, there is so much activity out there. People are talking, communicating, networking, and they're trading ideas, and they're talking about things that are going on in the space industry, which is right now a booming industry, and it's a very exciting time. We're standing in the Space Foundation booth here at the Bartolin Hall, and we're about to have a really neat conversation with somebody named Leslie Kahn, and she and her team actually produce an amazing report called the Space Report.
Oh my gosh, I think we should go talk to her.
Let's have her come on over.
Yeah. Good morning, Leslie.
Good morning, Ann. Good morning, Slade. How are you?
I'm doing well. This is my very first space symposium, so I'm trying to soak it all in and really get the atmosphere here.
I'm super excited for you. This is my sixth, and it still feels like my first.
How many symposiums is this for you, Leslie?
This is only my second.
Okay.
So it's a great comparison of how much we've come back since our August symposium. And I think all the excitement and diversity that you see out here on the exhibit hall, it is a perfect reflection of what's happening in the space industry today.
That's absolutely amazing. And since this is my first symposium, I want to know, what exactly is your role at the Space Foundation and here at Symposium?
So I head up the Research and Analysis Department, and one of the main things that we do is we produce the Space Report. So it's a digital publication, but we also print additionally, and we make that available during Symposium. So we have 3,000 copies of the latest edition available to Symposium attendees. What we do at the Space Report is we analyze everything from the space economy to launch activity to payload deployments, and we trend that and we forecast that so that people have a great understanding of what's happening in the space industry.
Wow.
That is fantastic. So I would imagine that a lot of research goes into this and that you must have a team of people that dive into all this and gather all this information. So how do you go about doing that?
It is absolutely the best job to have because it allows you to be curious and explore and research. So we have a number of internal databases that we've maintained for more than 15 years. That helps us track space economy, government spending, commercial spending, launch activity. We take all of these databases, but then we also combine that with great reporting and conversations with industry leaders and people who are making a real difference. So our goal is to give you not only the analysis, but the stories behind those numbers that really help you understand what's happening in the industry.
Wow.
Absolutely. That's so cool.
So you said your goal is to try to give you all this information. So let's talk about who the you is in this. So what's your target audience and what kind of information is beneficial to them?
Okay, so we serve a fairly broad audience. Obviously, we have the space professionals who are already in the industry, but we're also trying to provide that information to new people, the entrepreneurs, the young professionals. We also have a number of agreements with universities across the country so that their students in space programs have unlimited access to what we analyze and report on.
Wow.
So much going on.
A lot going on.
And I think with the space industry absolutely booming right now, kind of what I want to know, and I think the audience might want to know, what can we expect from the launch industry in the near future?
So that is really the driver of the industry. There's so much happening right now. So if you look, even in our latest edition, we have analysis. We have 15 launch vehicles that will debut this year alone.
Wow.
The United States and China are obviously involved, but we have players now like France, Germany, Australia. And it's not just governments, it's commercial companies that are getting involved.
Well, I was going to say, speaking of accessible, if I wanted to get my hands on a copy of the Space Report or just understand what you guys, get more information about what's going on, where would I go to get that?
So if you're at Symposium, we have magazine racks throughout the building at all the registration desks. We're offering you, as an attendee, a complimentary edition. If you're not with us at Symposium Live, you can go to thespacereport.org and see what all of our subscription options are. So we do talk about the number of new launch vehicles that are set to debut, but we also did a 3-part analysis that looks at U.S. Space Force, what the U.S. space workforce, what those employment numbers are like, how that's trending. We are at a 10-year high in terms of space employment. That's a great indicator. We also look at space pay and how space pay for the private sector is more than double average U.S. pay. We also look at space insurance and the products and innovation that better life on Earth.
Wow.
I feel like I have just learned so much.
I'll bet
from
that
being
thing is good for forecasting too, and to inform
Yes.
young, up and budding people who are trying to get into the industry to choose the job that they want to get into. That's
Absolutely.
really fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, today we just highlighted an amazing thing that the Space Foundation produces, and that's the Space Report by Leslie Kahn and her team. I don't know about you, Ann, but I'm super excited because this was the first 37 beat that we're doing throughout the week here.
I know. I'm excited for a lot more to come. We've got an afternoon one coming
Where
up.
are we going to do that, actually? At the
We're
Australia
actually
booth,
gonna-
right?
Yeah, over in Bartlett, Broadmoor.
Yeah, so we're going to go visit the Australia booth for our second 37 beat here in the afternoon, but we just want to thank you, the audience, for joining us virtually. We hope you enjoyed this very informative conversation talking about the Space Report with Leslie Kahn. I'm Slade Bradbury,
I'm Ann Wellington.
and this is Leslie Kahn, and we'll see you at the next 37 beat. Take care.